It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary. This comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-da-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Ya-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-lie.
Greetings, adventurers! It is I, Mab, just Mab, and I now have the power. This is my house now. You are all welcome to join us this evening for the second of all of our Patreon Saint series adventures in Mystmore Isle. But right now we're focusing on the Mermablandia Lagoon. I know, I'm completely biased. Welcome to Nat 21 Adventures. If you are watching our show on another channel other than Twitch, I would recommend coming over to twitch.tv/Nat21Adventures because you can earn channel points. Yes, that is right. Tonight, we are playing a game with our Patreon Saints. It is the Grand Saints. It is one of the highest tiers on our Patreon. And as a reward, we have invited them to join us here on the channel to play some of our mad, conniving little schemes. knows what is coming up next. But everybody who participates on our channel on Twitch gets to spend channel points to do good, to do evil, sometimes a little bit of both. And this is your opportunity as viewers to mess with those Patreon saints, those grand saints that have worked so tirelessly to help us on our regular shows, our main shows, to do good and evil. This is our time to like kind of give it back to them a little bit. So the way channel points go is you spend channel points to give an advantage or a disadvantage, a +5, a -5. And I think you might be nat 21 for a lot of points or a nat 1. I'll have to double check with our Twitch moderator, Reverend Tommy. He's working there in the background. He's making his magic happen. So that is that. If you have any questions, feel free to enter them in the chat because we are very friendly and amicable. So let's talk a little bit about where we were. So this is the second of an ongoing brand new campaign that we're bringing here to Nat 21 Adventures. This is the Mystmore Isle. So it's a land of danger, mystery, and the unknown. Now the party was hired to explore this brand new land that suddenly appeared out of the mist. So they get on this boat, they head out, and then everything went dark. That's the last thing they remember before the last week's adventure. They wake up, they're in a dark hold at the bottom of a boat, and they are so far out to sea, and they don't really know what's going on. They break out of the hold, and they see 3 fish folk, a shark person, a merfolk, and then just like a regular mer dude. And they decide to fight for no apparent reason. These poor innocent little fishermen that suddenly appeared on the boat, and maybe were not the original crew of the boat, who knows. But they took out 2 of those merfolk, and then the third one was like, I'm good. Yeah, I didn't even want to do that thing. I'm out. And he was like, he quickly bailed, and he jumped over the side of the boat and swam away. One of the perks of being a merfolk. So then, after setting up an intricate series of lines and ropes to keep the ship on course, they went and explored the captain's quarters, and then they found 2 chests. One of them seemed to be part dog, full of gold foiled covered chocolate. Okay, all right, sure. But before they had a chance to really finish investigating, the ship casually rammed into the docks, creating incredible property damage. So that was where we ended the game last week. So let's start bringing our players back, and I'm going to bring them in one at a time. They're going to introduce themselves to me and you, members of the audience watching the show. So let's start with Malinor. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I am Malinor Brightwrench. I am a high elf from the hills, and I am an armorer, artificer, and I have twinkly math rocks.
Oh, that's addictive. All right, who else have we got?
I am Kizandrol. I am a high elf from and I'm a rogue, specifically of the swashbuckling variety. And I think you'll find that we didn't deliberately crash this. We were distracted by the dog.
Right, the dog. Dog or chest? Dog or chest?
¿Por qué no las dos?
Why not both? I love it. Okay, and I one more party member. Let's bring out to the stage the incomparable Reverend Tommy. What you got?
Hi, I'm Leif Evergreen. I'm a dwarven druid. Played by none other than your friendly neighborhood Rev Tommy / the Twitch mod, and I'm trying to get more points for you guys to spend to help us. So if I have to mute Malinor's wife, I will do so.
I see you're definitely not taking grievous advantage of your Twitch moderator powers or anything like that.
I mean, I have the power to do stuff, so I'm going to do stuff.
I like it. Yeah, that's definitely not tyrannical behavior. I'm going to allow it.
It's what would Loon do?
She'd probably just throw a party and have a great time. She's very generous with all of her stuff because she doesn't believe in it.
Which means that we all would have leveled up.
Nice try. We'll talk about it at the end of the game tonight.
On air.
Do the thing to me, Ansa says. I'm so, yeah, what would Loon do? That's, okay, that's fair. I'm so grateful that you guys are joining us here in the audience. Definitely have fun with these players. They've been having fun with us, the primary cast of the show. So I'm really looking forward to tonight's adventure. So I understand there was a fourth crew member that jumped over the boat, a wonderful, beautiful, striking tabaxi that was not cool on any of this and just basically noped out as soon as you guys came into contact with dry land. The things like, this is not the place for me, says your beautiful tabaxi friend, and noped out of there, which is acceptable. I will allow that. But you don't know. Now you have introduced a new species of wildlife onto a contained little land. Now, this land may be full of dark and terrors, but let's just say you crashed into this dock. You've hit land. You guys thrust forward. You look up and you see some pretty upset dock workers. And a crowd is forming, and it's getting larger by the second. And they don't look really happy. And you see one guy that's got like overalls and a hammer at his side, bends down and tells something to this little kid. The kid runs off, and he starts coming forward, and he's like, "Oh, you! Get over there, bro! What you do? Y'all know it. You don't know." And he is pissed. Now, he is clearly part fish. He's got a big square head and a big square body, and his nose is like way up here. And he's so, get over there, bro! Get down here now! I can't don't make me come out. He is so pissed. What do you guys do?
Practically incomprehensible.
It is a thick accent that you are not familiar with.
No.
Country folk. Do you guys just stand there?
I mean, he's got good
Ahoy
charisma.
down there. Much apologies. There's only a couple of us left alive up here. We did our best.
Apologies! Apologies are not gonna fix us here, dog. And he is super mad. He's like pointing at you guys, and he's pointing at the crew, and the people are starting to move forward now.
You can have whatever's in the hold as payment.
I want my dog's fixed. Are you gonna go like? You should go get what's in the hold?
The
Lots of random
chocolate
supplies.
coins are in the captain's.
That's not gonna cover this bill.
Well, they look like coins. We can at
Oh,
least
it's a
flash them
bunch
before
of
we run
weapons.
away.
Yep.
By now, the guards have started to show up. The city guards are here. And they are pointing weapons at you, telling you to come down off of the boat.
Do you think we should get off the boat, you guys? Maybe we should get off the boat.
There's some bows being drawn. Crossbows, actually, because they're a city guard. And, yeah.
We should probably get off the boat.
Yeah.
I ain't do it.
So you get off the boat.
Yeah.
So the guards are trying to negotiate with this harbor master. and they are like, well, what seems to be the problem here? What seems to you say these guys broke your dock, and the harbor master says, oh no, he didn't. All right, I understand. Everyone remain calm. And so the harbor master, I'm going to kind of boil it down without yelling here. The harbor master would like you guys to fix it, give him a lot of money, probably more than that ship could have possibly held and still stayed afloat, or go to jail. That's the gist of it. And the guards seem very reasonable, that they're not going to hurt you without appropriate cause.
Can I explain the situation to the guards without the harbor master? Like,
let's hear what you've got to say.
I mean, he's feeling very aggressive. He's being very aggressive. Thank you.
They just smashed his...
I understand being upset.
What would you like to say to the guards?
Well, I'd like to explain how we got here and what's been going on for the last, 3 hours? Our time. Which is, we woke up in a cargo hold, broke out. We were in a place called Mermablandia. We were attacked by fish people, and the one that survived told us to get out of Mermablandia and head to the dock. And I think that we did passably for a bunch of frightened amateurs.
After watching the whole crew get slaughtered.
Yeah, we did watch the whole crew get slaughtered.
They look around and they see a lot of dead bodies around you guys. So, were there more dead bodies when you got up there than the 2 that you made and added to the pile, or were there?
Well, they were eating them. Or at least the shark guy was eating them, wasn't he?
Sure. Yeah. All right. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. So they look up there and they see some carnage. Now the guard's getting really freaked out. And he's like, I think you better come with us. And they start kind of some of the guys are like, these guys are monsters.
Did I say that was us? I said it wasn't us. You heard me say it wasn't us, right?
Oh, yeah. And definitely a person who did that would never deny doing that. And that's basically what the guard says. Come with us. Yeah, you got to go with the guards.
Oh, man. I'm arrested again? Again?
Oh, does anyone choose to do anything to resist? Are you or are you not resisting attempt? Arrest.
Resistant what?
Arrest.
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't mind a nap right now. What about you? Would you guys like a rest?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be
great.
great.
So, yeah, we're not gonna resist arrest. We've just been through such an ordeal. So, point us to the way to the nearest tavern. We'll get ourselves a room. We'll have ourselves a nice little rest.
At least take us to a place with cots or something.
Yeah, we got real lovely accommodations for you. Come on. And they take you to a nice, wonderful little cozy B&B at Arrow Point, at Crossbow Point. So they take you into the city through the piers. Do you guys want to roll some passive perceptions for me?
Sure.
You can roll passive perception?
Well,
I don't feel like rolling it. I'm going to let you roll.
Because then you have advantage.
I got a natural 21 on my first roll.
You are able to take in every detail of this path on the way there.
I only got a 13.
And what'd you get there, Leaf?
Getting... I don't see nothing.
All right, so Malinor, this is kind of a ramshackly little town, like a harbor town, really focuses on clearly fishing and nautical things are the things. And that's what you understand. Suzanne, you notice an amazing variety of species. They're primarily fish folk, but there's such a beautiful, amazing, colorful array of all the different species. You know, hardly anybody looks the same as anybody else. Kazan. You see a bunch of shops, you see a tavern, you basically can memorize your way back here if you need to. If you have any questions or if there's anything in particular that you're looking for, you see it, you tell me what it is, and I will tell you what it is that you see.
Is there anything in particular that people think I ought to look for?
Meanwhile, they also take the dog chest. They take the dog chest.
Did it manage to get up the stairs all by itself?
Not really. They went back in there to see what treasure that you were trying to offer them is, and the other chest was full of like books, and they don't really care about that.
Yes, Evelyn, escape routes. Yeah.
There you go. So if you were inclined to try and duck away, there are plenty of little alleys. The road up to slightly higher ground, it's not a straight shot. It's very windy, crooked, and anybody else who didn't roll in that 21 will probably immediately get lost if they try to break away from this guard situation. But if you wanted to ditch your pony and go and then go like pew, with a little like Kazan silhouette of smoke, that's your prerogative. I ain't saying no. Okay.
I'll stick with them. I'll stick with them for right now.
So they take you to what looks like a municipal building, which is to say slightly less covered in mud than everything else. And they throw you in the pokey. They lock the door and they go, "We're going to go get the magistrate. Tell them what you've done." And then they leave you alone with a single guard who is bright yellow and covered in spikes. Now you have the option of taking a long rest. If you blew all your spells or a short rest. It's up to you.
Not really. I don't really need a long rest.
No, me neither.
Okay. What about you, Leaf?
Oh, wait, I do need a short rest, though.
Well, you're left to stew. Whether it's a long rest or a short rest I will give you either one that you want. And if you guys want to take some time to kind of talk amongst yourselves and figure things out, get your stories straight. Or if you want to talk to Mr. Spiky, you got options. Ooh, excellent question. Yes, they did take all of your weapons. And the chest, the dog chest is not in this space with you. And anything that looked like it could have had value, they did take away. But they also, it doesn't look like they distributed it amongst themselves. They did put it in a municipal lockup. Excellent question there, just some guy. Somebody who shall maybe remain nameless wrote down the wrong time. and was promptly corrected by the actual people who know the answer. That'd be you guys. Thank you for asking. I always talk to the Pokey local. Now, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I guess I wasn't particularly convincing, so does anybody else want to explain this to the magistrate, or should we try and just kind of ditch the place?
Well, they took your weapons.
And yours. Oh, well, I
They
mean,
can't take all of them.
they did take the pouches.
Yeah, my armor cannot be doffed willingly.
Ooh.
It's actually in its description. It cannot be forcibly removed by any magic or other means.
That's pretty
they-
cool.
Did they forcibly remove my leather armor? I mean, I have clothes on under, but
They didn't forcibly remove it. They were encouraging you, but after dealing with Malinar, they're like, headache, don't feel like dealing with it.
okay.
You're in jail now.
Do we want to try to get out of here?
I mean, I saw some pretty decent escape routes on the way in. They took my
With where we're at, is there a window to the outside? Are we on a first floor against an exterior wall or anything like that?
These are great questions. You are in a very dark hole in the ground that had stairs leading down and a door. There's no windows that you can see. There is a little bit of a drain, but it's not really much of a drain because it's all completely stopped up with what looks like, well, don't look too closely.
All right. Let's see. What type of rest are we taking?
That's your call.
Mm.
I have fun ideas, but that requires me to get a long rest to regain one of my expended wild shapes.
Ah. I mean, there are
Circle
worse
of
places
Wildfire
to
might be
take.
fun right now.
There are worse places to take a long rest than inside of a prison.
You know you're safe.
Yep. We're just kind of stuck here for a while. Long rest can work.
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't need a long rest, you can stay awake and chat up the Mr. Pokey.
Yes, lull them into a false sense of security.
Mm. Should I be a pretty lady about it? You might be into that.
You can be whoever you want to be. I hear Mystmore Isle is a very progressive land.
They follow the teachings of the great Dolly Parton. I know this.
The answer is no, just some guy. The answer is no. It may not get revealed tonight, actually. But continue.
So we're long resting?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you cool with that, Lenore?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. You make yourselves as comfortable as you can in a cold floor. There's some really kind of unappealing straw beds on the ground. There is a bowl. There, like, maybe it was water. I don't know how well you want to check that out. It's not as bad as some. No, it's pretty bad. It's imagine like, you know, the bottom of a boat. It's like that. It's pretty gross. So you guys take a long rest in very unpleasant conditions, and you get you know, what you need to out of it. Kazan, did you wanna do any sweet talking to any kind of pokey guard?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just ask him like No, I don't get crabs. I'll just casually compliment him on his spines. They look very well kept.
Thank you.
And how, that shade of yellow has always been one of my favorite colors. And what is your like we're from like a bigger land across the sea, actually. And I was just so curious because these islands popped up out of nowhere. Did they were covered in mist before, isn't that right? Like do you think that things are going to change a whole lot now that they're not covered in mist?
Well, we've been here this whole time. We've been here the whole time. You guys are the ones that suddenly just like appeared, Ooh, I don't know. Things are changing. I don't know. Things are changing pretty weird. I guess weirdo, strange people. Like, I don't know. You, very weird. Showing
You
up.
think I'm weird?
That's a very weird. Yeah, you're all very weird. No offense. We're really cool, but like, you're. I don't know you, man. But it's cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But it's actually a really lovely place. I like it here. It's very nice. The land is fertile, and well, the Mermaidlandia Lagoon is home to where we live. That's this one tiny little town. Fishing's great. I like it. I would be a fisherman. And he starts just to kind of going off on this whole random tangent about what he would have done if he wasn't a guard.
I listen to everything you're saying.
And a sea herder, and he wanted to grow the sea cows, and it's actually this exactly. It's a very kind of dull, boring, and he's so wrapped up in his own little daydream that he doesn't even notice he's nodding off.
But do they have sea moops, Mab?
I don't know yet. Who can say? All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about with this guy who's clearly not going to let you out?
I mean, he's distracted, and I've got Mage Hand. They cannot get rid of Mage Hand.
They cannot get rid of Mage Hand, but he doesn't have keys on him.
How far away is he standing from the door?
He's like kind of up against the back wall at his little table area back there. And if the conversation gets boring, he will probably go around the corner.
How far away from us is he at the moment? That's what I'm getting to.
Probably like 10, 15 feet.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So he's not that far away. Well, he's far enough away that I don't have to worry about that particular aspect. Okay. What is the lighting conditions?
It's candles and some bioluminescence in a jar.
Okay.
But the candles are under like glass.
Mm-hmm. Do you need it brighter?
No, I'm thinking make it darker.
Darker.
Druid craft. Snuff out candles. Again, light or snuff out candle, torch, or campfires.
That would leave the bioluminescence.
Yep. So I want to use my druid craft and snuff out the using the fire play effect, snuffing out some of the lights to darken and confuse him.
Okay. Do you have to roll or anything?
No, it's just an at-will cantrip.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So he's sitting there going, how about, and then, I hear they've got some really big sea cows. And what the hell? Ah.
All right. And now while he's distracted and confused, I am going to expend one of my wild shapes to summon my wildfire spirit into the space. Let's see. It is friendly to me and my companions. Obeys my commands. Let's see. So humanoid figure made of gnarled branches covered in flame. And with my wildfire spirit now there, he is going to use fiery teleportation. The spirit and each willing creature of your choice within 5 feet of it teleport up to 15 feet to unoccupied spaces you can see on the other side of the door. And he's too far away for him to worry about taking any damage from this. So lights out. He's confused, looking around. Summon my wildfire spirit and use that to teleport us to the other side of the cell door.
Is he teleporting you all or just himself?
All of us.
Wow. The guy freaks out. He's like, I'm just doing my job, man. And he runs up the stairs, and you hear him scrambling, slam the door, drop a bar, and then yell. You hear an alarm sound. They're trying to escape. They're trying to escape. And it is this cacophony. And then you can hear big heavy footsteps. You can hear because you're the cells are like carved into rock, right? So there's like you would have to like get there, but there's like stairs down, but there's wooden flooring above it. So you're hearing the stomps of the guards.
Now what?
That's my question.
Well, we're not in a cell anymore. We might have wanted to stop him before he ran off.
Mm-hmm.
None of you were able to stop him before he ran off? Guys, I just got us out of the cell. And you just let him run away and sound the alarm.
You freaked him out, man. He from what you can tell, and he's not like a hardened guard person. And as soon as anything went crazy, he was like, "Oh, I need backup," and split. He's like, "I'm just doing my job."
Although, you know what would be really funny? If we went back into the cell and they all come down and they're like, what the heck's going on?
No, then they might assign somebody competent. Can't have that.
Well, is there anything in here near the guard's desk or anything?
Yeah, you see a little journal where he's like writing poetry down. You can see what's left of his lunch.
Does he
It's
watch
like-
the Thursday morning show, Flash Phantasmagoria? Any good
He's
any
a
good poetry in
fan,
there?
he's clearly a fan.
Nice. Any keys in there?
He may have been like on him. Actually, I think the keys were like around the corner.
Where's the lockup where our stuff is?
Upstairs in the municipal area.
Is it a wooden door?
Mm-hmm.
We could burn it.
Yeah, let's do mass damage to a municipal building that you're in trouble, that you got locked up into for damaging the local. Yeah, no, I think you guys are making a really good impression on the locals. Remember that job you had of exploring and seeing the brave new world? Oh, that's cool.
That's open out the window when we ended up tied up in the hold.
That's true. That did kind of mess things up a bit. So you start to hear, while you guys are going, I don't know what to do now, you start to hear one of the guards who sounds very authoritative open the door and say, come up. It's somebody wants to talk to you up here. It might be the magistrate. Come up unarmed.
All of our arms are up there.
Yeah.
Except that flaming tree guy.
What flaming tree guy?
Come up before we start pouring boiling oil down there. Don't think we won't do it.
I still want to taunt him, but you won't.
What was that? What was
I
that?
so want to taunt him.
What, you gonna fart in his general direction? Blow your nose at him?
Let's see. Hold on. Where is?
All right, that's it. We're gonna send down some.
I start walking up.
And as they see you come around the corner and start to head up the stairs, you can see some of the people are like, "Okay, be cool, be cool. Come on, be cool.
Very cool.
Just want to talk. Come on. Don't you want your fair day of trial?"
Wait, there was gonna be a trial?
Fair
Nobody
day in
told us
trial.
that.
How about you try arresting folks that have actually done something wrong?
We're gonna let the magistrate talk about this. We're just doing our job, buddy.
So this is how you treat guests to your fair land.
This is how we treat people that try to destroy their public property of docks, which harms their. Just get up here.
Yeah, the people you want to punish, we've already punished for you.
Get up here. They're not messing around. They're not listening to you talk your justifications. They want you up there.
Yeah, I'm headed up there. I'm not posing any active threats.
Okay. So you guys get up to you two get up to the top of the stairs. Leaf, what do you do?
Let's see. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna have my wildfire spirit stay back.
In the hole? How far away can you be from your wildfire spirit?
Let's see. Speed 30. Ooh, he can fly. Cool.
Okay.
Does not specify that there's a limit, but it's going to be just out of sight, we'll say.
Okay. So as you go up there where your other two friends are, they're going to lead you into a room that is a one of the nicer rooms, that a little bit more nice than you would expect to see in this dingy towns, this little municipal building, but it is actually kind of decent. And compared to the little bog dungeon that you kind of spent 8 hours in, this is actually, you can breathe. The air is not as stinky or oppressive or heavy. And there is a fella sitting at the table, and he's a kind of a blobfish looking fella, sitting at the table, just sitting there, blob. And so you two, I'm assuming, are going into the room. Leaf, are you willingly going into this room?
No.
Where the guards are ushering you? He is not willingly going into the room where the guards are ushering you. Would you two care to convince Leaf to attempt to go into the room?
Sidebar. Leaf, do you have like an actual plan, or are you just like doing this because?
It's not right. We're visitors to this land. We were not even here because we wanted to come here. And they're going to throw us in jail because we were on a ship that caused havoc here? No, it's not fair.
I mean, no, but we do have the person of highest authority right in there. If we manage to convince him, maybe we're not in trouble after all. Maybe.
I'm gonna just award you 1,000 experience points for your supreme wisdom right there.
Don't do that.
I'm not saying it'll ever happen again. This is a one-time deal.
Leaf, they don't know us. They don't know our abilities. We just kind of showed off a little bit. Maybe we can convince them that we're a way bigger threat than they think we are, and we didn't use our abilities. Therefore,
so
we're
you
obviously
want
innocent.
the rank card.
Hmm.
When asked if you are gods, say you are gods.
Yes.
That's nobody's ever asked me that before, but yes.
We're strangers. They can't even figure out how to take off my armor. We're obviously unique. We just teleported a whole room full of ourselves and then didn't kill the guy. Which we totally could have.
All right, I'll play along with you guys for now.
Meanwhile, all the guards are like around you going, I don't understand what they're saying.
They all speak common though.
They do, but with weird accent.
Actually, Leaf, do you speak Elvish?
Do you?
Because we could have had that whole conversation in Elvish, which maybe they don't
Oh, even better.
I speak Dwarvish and Draconic.
Mistakes were made. Take the
Dwarvish
next
and
few long
Draconic,
rests
huh?
to
Oh,
learn.
I have
some.
Dwarvish
Do I have Dwarfish?
and Draconic.
I don't know if I do. No. I can speak
Okay,
Elvish.
folks.
I can speak Elvish, Common, and Goblin.
All right, quit talking. Get in here. I got something I want to talk to you about.
So I can speak to Malinor in another language, and then Malinor will have to translate to Hazan.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. This is like that one conversation that happened in the West Wing. Anyway.
All right, we'll head into the room with the big guy.
He's like blob. If you've ever seen a picture of a blobfish, this is like a blobfish made into a person.
Oh, is that this guy?
Yep. Oh, I see you went and looked at the
Well,
images.
I didn't look, but I saw that you had things uploaded.
I bet he looks I bet he looks much better when he's in the deep sea. That seems like his natural habitat.
He's the guy. He looks very nicely dressed. Sit down. And there's enough places for you guys to sit. He looks at the guards. Shut the door. You're on the other side of the door. Now shut it. Okay. So it's just you and our good friend, the blobfish, in the room. What's your story? I need to hear a little bit more about what's going on here. Who's in charge? Who speaks for this group? Don't all shut up at once.
Okay. Stop gesturing at me. All right.
Yes, today's your turn, Hazan.
Cool. So
Don't screw it up. No pressure. I'll lean to Malinor. She's got this, right?
I think so.
Okay. And each time I speak to him, I bounce back and forth between one of the different languages that he understands.
Neat. I curse you both out in Goblin. Anyway.
He yawns. He's so bored.
No,
with you guys.
sorry. So how it happened was, we come from I don't actually know what the continent is called where Magecroft is, but like we're from that continent. I named that continent. I don't know what the name of it is.
Neither do I.
Yeah, Paolo, get on it.
I mean, what town did you guys come from on that other continent?
Magecroft?
Magecroft?
maybe?
Okay, we'll go with Magecroft.
Oh, did we? Or did we just kind of Skyrim into the ship?
You basically Skyrimmed into the ship.
You're finally awake. I say, okay, so we were all hired for an expedition. Your islands, appeared just a little while ago, and we were hired on an exploratory expedition to come here, see if there were any people, learn about, what kind of went on in this area. It's supposed to be diplomatic, but the we when we got onto the ship, I remember that part, and the next thing that I remember is waking up in the cargo hold, tied to this fellow here, and we heard fighting going on up on the decks, and once we broke out of our bonds and armed ourselves and went to go and look at what was going on, there were three people. One was a shark person. One was a mermaid and another merman. And the shark person attacked us when we got up onto the deck. So we defended ourselves the best we could. And killed 2 out of 3 of our welcoming committee. The merman told us where we were and advised us to. It told us that we were in a dangerous part of Mermablandia and advised us to sail over to this town. We are not sailors. The rest of the crew was dead. So while we did our best, we ended up crashing the boat.
The merman was very apologetic and had said something about frenzy, and we all praised Jawsus, and he left.
Okay. All right. You have anything to add there, little fella?
Oh, you call him little.
You guys are actually very much about the same size. Anything?
I think he might have an inch on you, actually. He might have an inch. Maybe half an inch.
Nope. Okay. So it says to me that you guys are here on a diplomatic mission. I am the mayor of this town. I'm Mayor.
Hmm?
My name is. I am Mayor Finn Kell.
You heard it here, Mayor Finn Kell. And I'm going to see it at some point before this campaign over that he is framed or not framed.
For murder?
I am Mayor Finn Kell, and your story is pretty far-fetched. It's full of holes. That boat won't float. But I can see that you are very resourceful people. And I might have need for some service. You clearly do not have the funds to pay for the repairs and the damage that you have done. So, I would say you know this town.
Excuse me, your mayorness. Damages we done? We didn't do anything. That's not our ship.
You make choices.
All right, and we can make more choices.
And the situation is, you were standing on the ship when it drove into the dock. I am not here to discuss whether or not you were responsible for the damage, because clearly you were. But that is not up for debate. I'm willing to overlook that, and you should definitely look to me as grateful, pale people. Now, I have work that needs to be done. And
Deep breaths, Leaf.
You might be the people to do it. You have a choice. You could stay in
Walk out of
jail.
here.
I said what I said. Or do the thing.
I can just go back to the docks, give me a couple of hours with a mending spell, and I'll have it all fixed for you.
You think you can do that?
Yeah.
This is a big boat. I don't know how long that would take with a mending spell.
A minute per item that needs to be mended. A couple of hours, maybe 4.
There's a lot of items. There's every board, you know. If you think about it in terms of every board on that ship and every board on that dock, and not to mention the mast and the sail and pretty much the piers, it would take way too long with a mend spell.
If we do a really good job, can we get people to fix our ship for us?
Oh, now it's your ship.
Well,
cool. I'll tell you what. I have
for the right price. It can be your ship.
No, I want to get off this island at some point.
If you do enough good, if you do good enough on this one job, and I'll give you another job. And every job's going to have a little bit more money to it. That seems fair. Are you willing to do the job?
What's the job?
Oh, now you're asking. Okay. We have a ferocious beast that has been terrorizing our citizens. Vicious, hideous beast. Grotesque to behold. Foul beast. Nobody who's looked upon it has lived. All you gotta do, I tell you, this beast killed my dog. This beast sunk boats. This beast has befouled our plumbing.
Befouled
Was
your
it
what?
Beverly?
This hideous beast needs to be dealt with.
Okay, so what is this beast?
What is this beast? Hideous.
So you don't know then?
Oh, I know all too well.
So
He shudders
not
and like
just a
all
guy.
of the body like jiggles. Oh.
things that make you go.
Yeah, you know. Have you seen the beast? That's what the beast does. Makes you go.
Never seen anything that makes me go
I
like,
see him
well,
doing a weird version of that whole Gungan face shake.
oh, the boss nass face shake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So you give us all our weapons back, and you
Well.
send us in the direction of a beast, and
Yeah.
you're going to give us what size chest of gold?
Each?
Well, we're gonna knock some of the fee off. You owe us like 50,000 gold. So we'll say that
50,000
Your
gold.
dock was barely worth 10.
I could buy a whole fleet of ships with 50,000 gold.
Come on.
That ship over there is probably not worth 2.
Now, you know what? Give him like 12 hours with a mending spell. That's not...
okay. All right. I see you're negotiating. I can deal with that. Okay. We'll lower the bill to a reasonable 10,000 gold. And then for this job, we'll knock another 2,000 off the bill. How's that sound? I think it's perfectly reasonable. And you get your stuff back. And you get some goodwill in town.
That might be...
Or
I'd say this to Malinor in Elvish. It's just like, that might be, useful for the job we were hired to do.
Good. I wonder if a few days fixing the dock would earn us as equal will instead of facing some horrible beast that defouls plumbing.
I mean, admittedly, though, my hands are not made for that kind of thing. My hands are made for holding blades and sliding them between ribs.
And Draconic, I'm going to say to Malinar, I wonder if the beast is something I can shape into.
I don't think. Yeah, that's a good question.
Could be. We could fight something we've never fought before. Maybe.
I'm good one-on-one.
I mean, I could use an adventure, and maybe we could throw it back at this mayor. And we might have to see how the people like this mayor. He seems a bit shady.
Yeah. Yeah. If he's shady enough, we can frame him for something.
I mean, he's just some guy.
I'm right here. You and your fancy words.
We're not speaking in common.
No, you're not.
I mean, we could go see what the beast is, and if it looks too threatening, we just walk away. He'll have already given us our weapons back.
That's an option. He says.
I'm getting bored. Let's go do something fun.
Yeah.
Let's go kill a beast.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not.
We'll
We'll take a hike at least.
Okay.
See
All
some-
right. Sounds like we're having a accord. He stands up, waddles to the door, opens it up. These brave adventurers. What are your names again? Do you have a name?
I am Malinor.
Malinor.
I'm Kizan.
Kizan.
I be Leaf.
All right, Leaf.
Leaf Evergreen.
We have your chest. It was full of weird coins.
Do you
we're
have the
gonna
other
hold
one?
on to that until you get back.
Do you have the other one? The one that's a dog?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, those are two different. I thought those were two different chests.
Are they two different? I may have misunderstood.
Yeah.
Two different chests?
One
Yeah.
was a chest of potentially chocolate coins. The other was alive.
Oh, so neither chest in the ship had anything of value.
Mm-mm.
No. That's beautiful. Thank you for the clarification. We have your chests. That weird snuffling one, and then the one full of counterfeit currency. He says, give these adventurers back their weapons. They are going to take on the beast. And everyone's like, and they start giving you all of your stuff back. And that you can tell that they are in awe of you at this point.
What do they think we can do?
When they hand me my stuff back, I'm going to use Druidcraft and have like a breeze blowing at me to, the whole, impressive image thing. And they're not going to realize what's going on. To them, it seems like they handed my weapons back, and all of a sudden, you're like, a breeze is blowing. My hair and furs and what that I'm wearing is all moving and rippling as if I just powered up.
Druidcraft is thaumaturgy.
It's what is that thing that mages do? Prestidigitation.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the
I
sensory
can do that.
effect I'm doing.
After we've got all of our stuff, I put my hand over on a wall near the door to the building we're on, and I create a little holographic image of the three of us with our weapons, and it looks like we're waving to them. But if you look at it from just the right angle, we're actually flipping them the bird.
That's is a wave. It's just, minus a
wave.
few fingers.
They're like looking at each other. They're like, okay, look, if you need any support for the beast, you're out of luck. Get up. And they point to the door. And they're ushering you out. Like they want you to do the thing. They want you out of their office. You're kind of freaking them out a little bit.
Okay, which way do we go then?
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. I dropped something back down the hallway. I will go back and get my companion. He does
they are freaking out.
I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. I had to grab my friend.
What is wrong with you people? So they basically kick you out. They didn't tell you where to go.
There's a beast somewhere. We don't know.
You're in a town full of people that may or may not know who this beast is.
It's time to go to the bar.
Let's take a brief break for confessions because I want you to think about what you've done here. All right, starting there. Let's go. Boop.
Oh, wow. Some gullible people around here. We got a nice night of rest. We weren't captives for a day. I don't know what this thing is that we're going to go hunt, but maybe it'll be fun.
I get the feeling that there's going to be that this beast is either going to be much more intimidating than has been promised, and it's already been promised to be very intimidating, or it's going to be a thing and they just don't know what it is. And somebody else is to blame for all the, the ship sinking and whatnot. Maybe it's the cat. Maybe it's the cat.
All right, we go one place, we're tied up. We go another place, we get, almost tied up. Jailed, same thing. One more person tries to lock us up or do something that we don't want to do, they're going to pay. And that mayor, Finn Kell, yeah, I we need to look into him some. Maybe he's the beast.
Tourists, I'm just glad I could make them help out, do something productive, contributing members of society, and get here, do something rather than tearing up our town, smashing our docks. Ever since the mist went down, things have been problematic. So you guys are standing out. Oh, you guys are standing outside jail, and people are kind of casually walking by, and you're turning heads because you don't look like anybody else in this town. It is wide of a variety of species as you see. They all have the underlying theme of sea life of some kind or another, and yet you don't bear a resemblance to them. The closest that you would pass is like a weird half merfolk. You're like half a merfolk. I don't know, half a donkey. I don't know what the other half is. It's weird. So you do turn a few heads.
The top half of a merfolk and the bottom half of a minotaur.
You get it. Exactly. Oh man, he's not Shakespeare, but I was thinking maybe he would play the mayor. Finland. All right. So you guys are standing out there. Street folk are looking at you. There is like you see a little beggar kid who's like trying to sell empty shells in a basket, and she's looking at you going,
Would you say she sells seashells by the
municipal building? Yeah.
Oh, as one does.
Well, it's much better than trying to sell them by the seashore. Too much competition.
Yeah, they're everywhere. You just bend down and pick them up. What's the point?
Mm.
Would you like to buy a cockle?
A what?
A shell?
Oh, shell.
Somebody a snail. That's an oyster.
Do you have a viviparous water snail in there?
What?
A viviparous water snail?
Not today. Thanks for asking.
Bummer. Hey, quick question.
Yeah, what do you got?
So, Mayor Fin... How do you pronounce his name? Finkel? Mayor Finkel?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, he
He's our
asked
mayor.
us to...
We love him. He's the best.
Oh, that's nice.
He puts the city before everything else.
Say again?
He puts the city before everything else.
So about this, he sent us to go and slay a beast.
The beast! Ah!
And
You're gonna slay the beast?
well, we're gonna try. We don't know where it is.
Oh, well, if you go down that way, and they point towards you kind of see off in the distance some cliffs. If you go that way, you're going to start seeing signs that say, "Don't go this way, horrible beast." If you go that way, you're going to find a horrible beast.
Okay, what is the beast?
Oh, it's a horrible monster. Hideous to behold.
What is
Foul, terrifying, grotesque. Smells really, really bad. Very horrible hygiene.
So you don't know then?
Well, I mean, I've never looked at it. I'm still standing. I got things to do, places to be.
So, young lad,
Shells will not sell themselves.
has
I mean, it's-
anyone seen the beast?
Not many have that have lived to survive.
Okay, so then people have.
I've heard rumors, but they can't talk afterwards. They're usually like holding themselves, rocking back and forth. Oh, the beast, the beast. I would know. I've just heard rumors.
Like,
okay,
oh.
have fun killing the beast. Gotta go. I'm not helping. No. Would you like to buy a shell?
You don't have a viviparous water snail. I'm not interested.
All right, come back tomorrow. Oh, wait. If you're going to fight the beast, you may not be back tomorrow. It was nice knowing you. And then she leaves, starts scooting down, looking at him, waiting for you guys to leave clearly so that she can go back to her spot.
Oh, that was helpful.
I mean, you know where
Yeah.
to go now. That way, by the cliffs, follow the signs that say, "Don't go here, this is a beast."
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, the bar.
Do we
You
have
are in
coin?
luck. There's plenty.
I have coin.
Do they even take coin?
I mean,
He
gold
did
is
mention counterfeit currency, so they recognize coin.
They do.
gold is universally shiny. I have some of it. If I buy you drinks, you both owe me if I buy you drinks.
Let's get the drink.
Okay. So I will say, because on your way to the municipal building. You saw what looked like one of the largest taverns in town, or at least between the docks and the municipal building. It was kind of a definitely a large building, many, like 3-4 stories, but like a lot of additions. Is that where you would like to go, or would you like to look for another one?
Looks like a bar and inn.
Yep.
That one's probably got the best selection.
Oh,
Let's go there.
Okay. So, completely neglecting the thing that you were brought on to do, you decide to go to a tavern. Actually, you know what? That's a great way to meet locals and take in the environment, right? And explore. I like it. Let's do that. All right. So you go in. It's pretty crowded, and again, with that variety of sea folk that you see everywhere. And I'm assuming you go up to the bar.
Hello.
Yep.
And behind the bar is a crazy squid-like person. Like their head is like a triangle. It comes down like there's like a little squid flatworm nose, and they have like squid arms, but like their arms, the tentacles have thumbs, so it's kind of creepy looking. And some of their tentacles are peg legs. And they step up and they're like, okay. I haven't figured out the voice for that guy, but this person, what do you want?
Guys, what do you want?
I'll take your biggest mug.
Biggest mug of ale for this one. And Malinor?
Perhaps a wine.
Oh, you too. Yes. 2 glasses of wine.
Okay. So the squid tender pulls over a mug, and the mug is like size of half of your body, Leaf. And is like filling it, like puts it underneath the thing and starts filling it, and then goes off, like turns the tap on, and then goes off to start making your wine. And they pull out a bottle, and it is covered in dust, and they're like, and then
Properly aged.
and then pours it in a thing, rinses it out with the wine, and then puts a thing on there, and then fills the little glasses that are actually really old sea glass, kind of beautiful and kind of dusty looking. Puts the cork back in the thing. Waits for the thing to finish.
Leaf, I think you could probably sit in there.
Oh, how else do you get the rest of the drink out of the bottom?
All right. 1 biggest ale and 2 wussy glasses of wine. That will be, let's say, 5 silver.
5 silver. You've got it, and I hand him a gold piece. I'd
No
like my
change.
change, please.
All right. They go and they give you 5 silver back. Actually, I have to bone up on the currency of how D&D money works, but
1 GP is equal to 10 SP.
okay, so it is. Okay, I thought so. So you get 10 SP back, but they are they're cool coins if you care to look at them. They're flat discs with a hole in the middle.
Mm. All right. I take a tiny piece of scrap leather out and I string them along it and then put it in my coin pouch.
And if you look around, you'll see other people. That's how they keep their currency.
Neat.
So, can you make a strength check to see how gracefully you lift your largest mug of ale. Leaf?
E.
Can he get up to the bar?
Strength check. Yikes.
You care to help him?
Huh.
I'm not holding him up there.
All right. Any helps? No, nothing yet. Let's see. I may be a dwarf, but I'm more smarts than. How's a 17 on the die?
How's a nat 21 from Evelyn?
That's awesome. So you deftly tell me how you pick this up. This is going to be great.
Oh, okay. So actually, this is actually. All right. So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna use my staff on one side, and I'm gonna use it as a prop, and I'm gonna make like a seesaw type action, and I'm gonna have it as it tips. It's just gonna be chug, 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 chug. You know, just
It's like a waterfall.
nonstop, and it just keeps going and going and going because it's a nat 21. So yeah. Meanwhile, as I continue to empty this, I believe everyone else is going to start looking at this little dwarf polishing off the biggest mug with ease.
Did you know he could do that?
I only met him yesterday.
Oh yeah, because I got the staff. I got my staff prepped on the bottom, and I'm using my sickle on the top, and I just got this really cool contraption just going, tipping it over, nice and controlled, as if I've done it before.
Drain the whole sea that way.
As he's drinking, it is impressive. Normally, this is a mug reserved for their whale clients.
That's what I thought.
And
Well, you see what happened was.
and people are like, oh, yeah. And the music stops, and then like the strumming starts going, wah, 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 chug, 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 ding, ding. They have never seen anyone put back there like that. And it is definitely making an impression on the locals.
I saw somebody once at a party do like a 15-second keg stand. And that was the most impressive drinking feat I'd ever seen until today.
What, you thought that was impressive? That's just a Thursday night at Moe's.
Where's Moe's?
Oh, it's in Springfield.
Ah.
Every town's got a Springfield. There's actually a couple of Springfields in every city. Every state has a Springfield. There's a couple of Springfields here on Mystmore Island as well. As you guys are refreshing, there's a couple other people that are like, yeah. And they throw some copper disc currency at you, like, I'd like to get this guy another one. Yeah, let's have another one. And the band plays up again. And people want to talk to you now. They want to find out more about you, where you're from, what are you doing in town. What do you tell them? And when you burp really well, you get some more applause.
Exactly what we told the mayor. At least that's if anybody asks me.
That you were in town.
Thank you, friends. He's got some good drink here.
It's actually
yeah.
decent
I'm from the mainland.
Just more Maine than Mystmore Isle? Come on. Oh, you mean that weird place that popped up? So weird.
Actually, this is the place that popped up.
It's a matter of perspective. Yeah. I've had 2 sips of wine and I'm sloshed.
This one gets it. Pats you on the back.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you might be right. From a certain point of view.
Well, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
So, my new friends, tell me about this lovely land of yours.
Oh, it's a pretty diverse. Well, you're in like the Mablandia region. It's primarily merfolk, and we're like the salt of the ocean kind of people here. We just do our jobs. We're just regular fisher folk who are made of fish, and we go out and
So
we
you,
tend
you
to
said
sea
the name
farms.
of this island is what?
The name of the island is Mystmore.
Oh, and the town where we're in. This is
Well, the name of this town is Brugg.
You said something about Mermablandia.
Yeah, that's the region we're in. The
Oh, the
Mermablandia
region.
region.
That's
So
that's
primarily
that's
merfolk.
funny because it reminds me of my favorite poet.
You gotta. Oh, I love poetry. What do you got?
Oh yeah, by Miss Fishlips.
Oh, Miss Flip.
Mermaid
Fish
Fish
part of
Lips.
the Noble family. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this has got the amazing stuff and that catch line that she does at the end. Would you like to hear it again?
Ah, well done. Yes, we love her. We love her poetry here.
Oh, you know her
she's-
too.
Yeah, well, she's part of the royal family of Mermablandia, so
This
I mean,
island only
you
just
never come
appeared. How
around
are
here
you
very
getting
much.
it? How are
What?
you getting the poetry? This island only just showed up. Was it in a bottle? Did you
What?
find some in a bottle or something?
No, Mermab.
No, I'm talking
Fish
about
Lips rule Mermablandia, so we hear about their poetry all the time.
Yeah, I'd never heard of her before.
Oh, you're trying to point at that one.
Yeah.
Other way.
Opposite side.
That way.
There
That way.
you go. Oh my
Wait,
word.
didn't you learn that in Dwarven school? It's part of Draconic 101.
Yeah.
I looked
Everybody
down.
has to learn the fish lip poetry.
I looked down from my height of 5'10" and I go, "Do I look like a dwarf to you?"
I was about to say, I'm like, well,
So you're
Never
a
mind.
dwarf, huh? We don't get a lot of dwarves around here. And you're not a dwarf, right? You're not dwarf.
No.
Are you two brother and sister? You look alike.
We are elf kind, and we are not related.
Same species,
Yes.
though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
in Draconic, I whisper, oh, lucky for you, Malinor.
And in Elvish, I just go. Every other race always says we look alike.
I can barely
Yeah.
tell you two
True,
apart.
true.
She's drinking her wine.
that's
I'm like, oh,
probably
you know
true.
who the whiny one is.
That's very true from the perspective of sea folk, which is so varied in their appearance. To see two people that look very similar, the same outline, the same coloring, is very disconcerting to them. They would assume that you're from the same family.
Mm.
Oh, so it's a use people kind of thing.
It kind of is, but you also have to understand it's their cultural experience as well.
Ah. They would probably been very surprised if they'd seen an elf with like skin slightly darker.
Well, that would make more sense to them.
Mm.
They would be less surprised.
Mm.
They would assume that they're two different kinds of elves.
I take notes, but because I'm sloshed, they are bad.
So, as the conversation goes on, they're learning a lot about you. You're learning a little bit about Mystmore Isle and how it's broken up into different regions, how most of the fish folk of Mermablandia keep to themselves. They aren't part of the highfalutin city, which I think is where you were originally headed, was to one of the capital cities of Mermablandia, which is the islands, the chain of islands. Oh, wait. I think I have uploaded a map, possibly. Not a map. Nope. I don't have a specific map, but the best I can do is up near Reverend Tommy's eyes you can see a chain of islands up there. You guys are only getting the very vaguest description of the rest of this stuff. Up in the chain of islands, up in the upper right of the screen there, that's Mermablandia. And it's primarily merfolk and then the fish folk. The fish are considered the salt of the sea. They're the lower kind of caste from the regular, what you would expect, like mermaids and the bipedal merfolk, the tritons, and the, those kinds of people. We don't normally hang out with them. We like keep to ourselves. We're kind of a small town. We do have our own little problems. I don't know if you've heard about the beast.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Oh, yeah, we're about to go kill that.
Something about that. Could you share any more?
The beast has been terrorizing our town. The beast is a nightmarish. We tried to block it up into a cave, and it broke out. And we tried to kill it. And honestly, everyone tried to attack it, ended up running in fear, dropped their weapons. The beast came through town, took what it wanted, befouled our plumbing in the worst way.
What does that mean?
So,
you know what that means.
The beast?
Why are you asking me what that means? You know what that means. No water was fresh where the beast once tread. Go ahead. What was your question?
So you know what this beast looks like?
I've never laid eyes on the beast. I'm not that stupid. I would never go.
No one's laid eyes on him.
I just kind of want to know what its deal is. What is it?
Well, I mean, it's the beast. A beast.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
I mean, is there anything else that's more that you need to know other than it's a beast?
I mean, this guy can turn himself into like 15 or 20 different beasts right now.
Yeah. And I'm going to take some of the coins that I've all been handed that are sitting on the bar. I'm going to cash those in for some fresh drinks. And I'm going to hand them to the couple of guys that I've been chatting with, getting close with. I'm like, oh, hey, here, have a drink with me again.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I want to ask, now that I'm, just gave them some fresh drinks. I'm like, so, this mayor you have, the magistrate.
We love that guy. That's Finn Cal. Oh, man, Finn Cal. What a player Finn Cal can do. Finn Cal's got like string of lovers. Man, that guy can pull. You know what I'm saying? That guy can pull.
Pull what?
Tail.
No, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm new here.
Tail.
Huh?
Tail.
Have you heard of that one vampire who can sleep with anybody?
No.
He's like that. No, I'm talking to Leaf. You turned to that one vampire who can sleep with anybody.
Oh, yeah. And then that one time, the parties that Finn Cal used to throw off the hook. And I mean, literally off the hook. There was a big hook there, and they had like these hot chicks dancing on the hook. And then they jumped off the hook into a big pool. That was a big party, man. I love Mayor Finn Cal. Finn Cal is the best. Real party fish. And I know people say Finn Cal does a lot of drugs. Who cares? Finn Cal really just knows how to bring up the whole prosperity of the town. Really brings us all together. We love Finn Cal.
I don't know. He seems a bit weird.
Weird? Man. What? Finn Cal? The mayor. We love Mayor. We love the mayor. You're weird. Your face is weird. And then they start, people are starting to kind of like be less enchanted with you if you say mean things about their favorite mayor.
Why don't we go kill a beast before it gets dark out there?
Oh yeah, you don't want to be down there when it's dark. One, it's at the bottom of a cliff, so you'll definitely break your neck trying to get down there
Oh, that's helpful.
in the dark. So at this point, it is actually getting kind of late in the day. I would recommend, let me just say, if I was drunk enough to think I could take out the beast, I would make sure I had all the provisions I needed. I would definitely not do it at close to dusk.
Mm.
It's been a long day for you guys.
Healing potions and rations.
We got
Where do we
shop.
where
We're
do we get
thriving.
those? Yeah? Where do we get those?
Who knows? Maybe we can even find some tinkery things.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'm wondering if they don't have like something really good for stabbing and swishing dramatically.
I like a good fighter. Woo!
Yes,
Anyway.
that's what I am.
You guys, I'm gonna go. I got the old, the wife. She's sitting on some eggs. I gotta make sure. I gotta get back home. With rubber fins. Let her know I love her. I'll see you guys later. Don't get too drunk, hey guys. Party with Finkel. So it's just you back at the table now. Now you have the option of trying to go for it in the dark, which I understand, but there's no shame in resting for the night or going shopping before all the stores close and resting for the night and then going for it in the morning. There's no shame in that.
Wouldn't kill us to see what's in the shop.
That does sound like a good idea.
All right.
So you're in kind of I won't say a merchant district, but there's a blacksmith in the area. And on the other side is an apothecary. It's basically the adventurer's one-stop shop.
Nice.
Got a little of everything there.
Nice.
And it's around the corner from the bar. Tavern. Inn.
Cool. Do we have anybody good at negotiation?
I'm good at animal handling.
That's
No.
almost the same
Really?
thing.
Could be. Yeah, I've got no bonuses there. I'm
I
not.
only have a +1 in charisma. It's not
I-
my good stat.
I have a +0.
I'm our best talker. I'm a bad talker. Okay, well.
I
Let's
drink
go
and know
shop.
things because I'm wise.
Oh, I'm going to. Let's go see if they've got stuff.
Oh,
I like stuff. You know what? I like a boat. I should get a boat.
it's a little premature to get a boat while you're exploring the land.
Dwunk. It's a whole glass of wine. I do not drink.
Yeah, it was actually really good wine too.
Gotta go back to that place.
I played a little music on the glass.
And so
So,
glad I'm with
little
talented
shop.
people. Weapon shop? Weapon shop? Or
Yeah, so it's a
apothecary?
blacksmith right next to an apothecary. They're like two stores that are like share a back.
Nice. Cool.
anything look particularly interesting in the shop, especially regarding small thrown weapons?
There are some small thrown weapons there. Actually, they're like little kind of like little weird shaped pieces of metal with like little points sticking out.
Or like hand axes or throwing hammers.
No throwing hammers, but there are some basic axes that can be thrown.
They have a rapier.
They do have a rapier.
Ooh. I would like one of those.
Okay. Yep. Welcome to Swords Are Us. I'm here. I will be your shopkeeper. Let me just. You can browse all you like. No stabbing people in the shop. Of course.
And I walk directly over to the rapier and just stare at it.
I see you got a good eye there. It's beaut. Let's pull this bad boy out. Set it there. Shine it up.
May I just test it out?
Oh, yep. We got this dummy over here. No. Move to the side there, sir. Move to the side. Okay. That dummy made of straw.
Yeah. Get myself into fencing stance and should I roll to hit the dummy or what?
Sure, you like? I mean, it's a decent rapier. Rapier.
Okay. With a rapier, that's 19.
Okay, you do a very nice job stabbing a person made of straw.
I'm just testing the weight and whatnot.
It's actually very well made.
How much?
Let's say 2 GP.
2 GP? I can do that.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Neato.
Anything else? Anyone else?
Happen to have anything for the truly discerning shopper? That rare special piece.
Ooh, it is a very rare special piece. I saw you looking at our little, we call them flying chunks of metal pieces over there. But we have this, and he does pull out this tray, and they are very beautiful. They're very inlaid, and they are throwing starfishes.
Throwing starfishes.
Mm-hmm. So like each one comes into like a little dagger point, and they're about like that big. But they're very nice. They're actually made of silver. Now, we had a very wealthy patron that commissioned these to be made, but honestly, he just wanted to use them for decoration, and I would very much like to see these used for what they were intended to be used for.
Well, we are about to go take on a beast.
The beast? Oh, okay. All right. I will knock 5. I'll knock 3 silver off the price of this.
What is the price of it?
For 10, it was going to be 25 gold.
Ooh.
I know. Pretty steep, but okay. I'll knock it down to. Can you do 20? Can you do 20 gold?
Well, for 15, we can tell everybody where we got them when we kill the beast.
Done. You get beautiful 10 throwing star fish. They're made of silver.
So now that, oh my, jeez, those things are so fancy. I bet if you pat them, they'll do a trick.
I'm assuming they're equivalent to a dagger, but silvered.
They're equivalent to a throwing star, but silvered.
But that doesn't actually exist.
Shairukin?
Oh, that might. No.
That does exist. I will just write down 10 and then we'll look it up, but that does exist.
Yeah.
But silvered. So yeah. Does extra damage to undead, I think. Is that what silver does?
And things are allergic to silver sometimes. That's all it does.
Okay. Anything for you, my short little friend?
You got anything that's fun?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything here is fun. Well, let's see.
If it's sharp, it's fun.
Right? You get me? You get me? You
Is
get
everything
me?
he has here just weapons?
Yeah, this side of the shop is just weapons.
What's on the other side of the shop?
That's the apothecary.
Yes.
You got to go out the door and in the apothecary.
I want the apothecary.
Anything else I can get for you guys right now? Thank you. Good luck killing the beast. Don't forget to send them. We stab it. That's the name of the shop. We stab it.
I thought it was Swords Are Us.
That's no. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, apothecary.
Okie doke.
Maybe we should go back to that bar thing. Get a room. Maybe 2 rooms.
Let's do the apothecary real quick, and then we'll do the tavern, get a room and get some dinner and get you rested, and then send you on your merry way to kill the beast.
Yeah, because I just want to get a couple healer kits or something.
At least 1 normal medicine kit for light stuff, and then some healing potions for other stuff.
Okay, dokie. So you'll notice that the apothecary next door, as you go in, the sign says "We heal it."
We stab it, we heal it.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
So you buy how many healing kits? 1 healing kit?
How much do they cost?
I looked it up, and healing potions are 50 gold, and that seems really, really high to me. And I would like very much for you guys. So the keep there says, my wife next door says that you guys are going to kill the beast, and I would like to get you some of these healing potions because that beast completely befouled my favorite grove, and sells you healing potions at an amazing discount of 3 for 50 gold.
I don't have 50 gold. Gonna be honest with you guys.
I see you got potions. What about just the healer's kit? Just
those are like
salves and
a couple coppers a piece. They got bandages and some basic herbs to salve.
Yes, as a battle medic,
and a pair
I can work wonders with a healer's kit.
Okay. Yep.
So how much are they?
The average price, which I didn't look that up. It is here we go. Let's just say a couple copper.
I'll buy 2.
Okay. It'll be 10 copper, let's say. 10 copper seems fair.
I dropped the leftover copper I got from the bar onto the counter.
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, if it's 3 for 50, can I get 1 for 15?
Yeah. I'll say you 1 for 15.
All right, then.
But you got to tell everyone where you got it.
Oh, 100%, my friend.
Oh, yeah. And when you guys slay the beast, I have utmost faith that you're going to slay the beast. You can say that you slayed the beast with the help of We Heal It.
And we stab it.
We stab and we heal it.
Yeah. What kind of healing potion is this? Just a
Regular
Yeah.
plain old healing potion.
gotcha.
Oh, I
Okay.
think the last thing we need to fill out the hat trick for sponsorships is a cape.
Oh, do you think no? Lando Capes has not expanded the franchise here yet.
But you know, as soon as they hear about it, they're gonna want to.
100%. Closely followed by Lando Drapes.
All right, so you guys head back to the tavern, get a room for the
Yeah.
night,
Yep.
prepare for tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, how many rooms do you want to get? 1 room, 2 rooms, 3 rooms,
I'm sleeping with these slobs.
4 rooms, 5 rooms, 6 rooms, 7 rooms. I'm
I'm gonna rent out the entire inn. I
That's
have
not
a
a bad
wedding.
idea.
I have a wedding coming in.
So, 3 rooms, 2 rooms, 3
Small
rooms.
private rooms are fine.
Okay. They hook you up. You get your rooms. You each have your own room. You go down for the night. Do you want to do anything before you go to bed?
Is there a like a nice is there a nice bathing part of this inn?
Oh, baths will cost you extra, and you kind of have to order in advance.
Shame.
But for the lot of money, we'll draw one for you right now.
Ooh,
Or for a lot less money, if somebody else is having a bath tonight, we'll let you hit their water after they do.
I'm fine, thank you.
what's wrong? They might have some good gamer goblin bathwater.
That's a lot of water. We're not just, gonna just reheat it. It's fine. So I assume it's you spend your evening in the tavern, drinking excessively. No worries about getting up early tomorrow. No cares about getting hungover. Partying with the locals.
My
bragging
long
about
rest is 4 hours. I'm fine.
Yeah. So you guys go to bed. You get up in the morning, head downstairs. Head downstairs. Get some breakfast. Head out. On your way, you're going to kill the beast. And people are kind of like whispering about how they heard that you guys are going to take care of the beast. And it is spread. And everyone in the tavern's kind of looking at you like whispering. Gotta kill the beast. Yeah. Braver man. So you head out. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys head out to the cliff and you see a sign. It says, "Do not go this way. Danger. Beast." And there's like a really rocky path that kind of goes down. Now the town is, it's about maybe 1.5 miles away, maybe 2 miles away. It's not that far, but it's far enough away where there's, rocky, grassy cliffside between you and the town. So you head down this, maybe with stairs or concepts of stairs at some point. And it's a little dangerous. So give me some dexterity rolls.
My lane.
Well, we've got some rope too. We can help each other with.
I'll go first. And I'll bring rope with me. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
$11.
Okay.
Laughing at these guys. I got the 16.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I said I
So
was gonna bring rope. I was like gonna have me. I'll bring like one end of the rope and like
Okay.
you can hold on to the other end of the rope or whatever. Does that help at all?
So what was your roll, Kazan?
My roll was 15.
All right, so Leaf, you get down there with minimal problems, very little, which is surprising for your short little stocky dwarf legs. You're like, well, it's rocks, it's a mountain. I'm like one of those mountain goats that grows up on the side of the hills. So one leg's longer than the other. It's really no problem for me. And you start going down. Kazan, you're coming. Is this what's the pecking order? I should have asked.
I said I'd go first.
Okay, so Kazan goes first. You make it pretty fine. Leaf is doing better than you. Malinar,
Malinar just got a +5.
Okay. You start to slip. You're feeling a little
Thank you,
uncomfortable
Evelyn.
in the situation because you stepped on a thing that maybe somebody Leaf knocked loose, and when you stepped on it, it kind of rolled out from underneath your foot, and you're like, you would swear in high elf if you knew words that were actual profanities, and you kind of like hang on and you catch yourself. Okay, but you look around and make sure nobody saw you. You're cool. Nobody saw you. You're good. You guys make it down to kind of like a sort of a landing of rocky things, and there's a sign at the bottom on off to your right, and it says beach closed by order of Mayor Fincal. And then another sign, warning, beast. And part of the sign is that says beast is broken over. And it looks like somebody smeared something very foul all over the warning beach closed sign. Particularly tried to rub out Mayor Fincal's name. It's disgusting. It's starting to smell a little funny. You catch a waft of stink from the right.
Can I roll nature and see if I know what that smell is?
Sure.
No.
Nope. It smells pretty nasty. It's just it's starting to I mean it's not so bad yet, and you know that if you go in that direction, you know it's gonna get worse.
Did anybody bring clothespins? That's the thing we forgot.
How about this? Forgive me for the close touch. And I touch your collar, and I make it smell like fresh herbs.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
And I do the same to myself.
Missed opportunity for elderberries.
How long does that last?
Until.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That is going to help you immensely.
The choice of odor or nonverbal sound.
Perfect. That's awesome. Leaf, you into it?
Into what?
Would you like to smell something more appealing than this stench?
Because you
Sure, go
know
ahead.
it's going to get worse. You know. I mean, you make jokes about low tide. If you've ever smelled low tide, you know it smells like it will make you gag with your mouth open. This is going to smell worse than that.
Oh yeah, let's maybe something alcoholic.
Ah,
Ah,
I make your collar smell of a good rum.
ooh, that's a good smell.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
I'm thirsty. Can we get the drink?
Sea's right over there.
Who?
The sea. It's right over there.
Who is she?
Listen, man, I don't make fun of your lisp.
As you guys head to the right, the air is getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And even though like it's starting to kind of creep in past the little scented collar that you have, but you know that you are so fortunate that you took these precautions because you'd have to realize you would be rolling Constitution saves regularly back here. You get to what can only be the cave of the beast, because it has been blocked off. They put a bunch of boards and crates and barrels in front of it, and you can see that they have been smashed. And even just the cursory glance of anybody can see that looks like it was smashed from the inside. And because all the debris looks like it's been scattered out from the cave. A dark foreboding. And you are so grateful to be showing up in the daylight for this adventure, because the sun is definitely burning off some of that foulness. But even so, this dark, creepy haze is coming out of this cave. And that's where we're going to end tonight. So, adventurers, I hope you are prepared to face the beast in 1 month's time. Now, you did an awesome job fighting the guards tonight.
level
We're going
up?
to do one more round of confessions. And while I reflect on whether or not you level up. So.
This is a terrible day to be hungover. Terrible day to be hungover.
That's a good point.
Why did we agree to this?
I don't know what family she has come from, but man, is she a lightweight. So elves should be able to handle many of these glasses of wine. But this is a stinky place. We need to kill this thing and get out of here.
Oh, I ain't gotta get that contact buzz. Oh, the rum is good. And there's something spicy on the back end. Might be something environmental. Oh, that's got some kick. Oh, that'll go down real well, I think, later. Anyway, this other... Ooh, she's a whingy one. Oof. I hope she can hold up her own fighting this thing. Or maybe we'll make it a friend. I don't know.
Something is at my door. Okay.
That wasn't ominous.
I am so excited, you guys. This was my first session kicking off the Patreon Saints new storyline, Adventures of Mystmore. And we have a whole campaign lined up. There is intrigue, there's mystery, there's murder, there's assassinations, there's all of these things, and a lot of drinking I'm foreseeing. So, with that, I want to thank all of my players and our Patreon Saints. If you would like to get in on this game, Reverend Tommy, would you care to tell us how to sign up and get involved in the Patreon Saints game?
Oh, me. So you can do that by joining us on Patreon. Let's see. I know we got some links around.
I know. I couldn't remember what it was. There it is.
Yeah, we got the Patreon. You can join us for as little as just a few bucks a month. You can get all sorts of cool, sometimes we even get bribed with some cool swag comes out every now and again. There's giveaways, AMAs, cool exclusive stuffs, and sometimes your party member creates a big bad monster that you have to face.
It happens.
That was done with love. So yay, there it is. We have shows all week. Let's see. And here at Nat 21 Adventures, we do keep our show schedule pretty full. This is a big overview. On Monday nights, we have Modern Monday with Lady Prudence. It's a live music request show from our very own emotional support bard who we adore. And on Tuesdays, we have Sonnets of Shakespeare. And starting up, and it's not Curse the Feywild, it's Spelljammer. So it's like goblins in space or something. So that is going to be starting not this week, not next week, but I think the week after. So in March. So we've just started talking on the back end about all the different awesome stuff that we've got going on for that. And then on Wednesdays at 12:30, and all these times are Eastern. On Wednesday, we get to craft with the crew. We get creative and we make things and talk about stuff and do trivia and hang out. It's a really wonderful time. And at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, we do the Gothic Horror Gaming. And then Thursdays at noon, we have the Flash Phantasmagoria. And it's another one of our creative writing shows. And then at 8 p.m. on Thursdays, which is why I thought this show was at 8 p.m., we have our cycling. We rotate every week a different show. And I think next week is... Reverend Tommy, do you remember which one's next week? That's Tarot with Ansa? Yes, thank you. So next week is our resident tarot creator and reader, La Madame Ansa. Thank you. So yay, we have plenty of shows, and we also want to take a moment to thank our sponsors. We have Destination D&D. It's play D&D in a castle. It's pretty fun. And we travel to exotic locations and sometimes New Orleans, which is also exotic. We have, Mab's Mobile Mercantile. That's me. And some new stuff coming out shortly that will be launched very, very shortly. And what else have we got? I'm loving this. Whimsy Grotto. That's with our very own Kitty Chaos, who will be joining us next season for in a couple of weeks for the Tuesday night game. And what else you got? I love this. Tabletop Teas. You can also, she's one of our cast members who will also be joining us in 2 weeks. And she also does live streaming. So Z Goes Meep. It's actually really fun to watch her play games and drink tea. I am tickled that we are all here tonight, and I am honored to be running as a DM. And I want to say thank you all so much for coming out, and I am looking forward to seeing you guys coming up soon. So thank you so much. Don't forget to join our Discord. And remember, when a natural 20 won't do, you need a nat 21 gang sign. Gotta hit the end stream and set the outro video, which is that one. Boom.